Did you know 5 exercises you've probably never heard of can fix almost all your mobility problems? So let's jump right in with our first exercise, the tactical frog. Now, you've probably never even heard of this movement, but physical therapists consider it one of the most effective exercises for hip mobility and stability. If you've got tight hips, lower back pain, or you feel stiff every time you try to bend over, this one exercise addresses all of it. Don't worry, if you've never done it before, you can easily perform this right at home with no equipment at all. If you sit for long hours throughout the day, you'll definitely want to learn the correct way to do the tactical frog. So here's how you do it. Start on all fours with your hands flat on the ground directly under your shoulders. Spread your knees as wide as you comfortably can while keeping your feet together behind you. Your shins should be pointing out to the sides. Now slowly rock your hips back toward your heels, feeling a deep stretch in your inner thighs and hips. Hold this for 20 to 30 seconds, then rock forward again. Trust me, if you've never done it before, it is not as easy as it looks. You're going to feel muscles you didn't even know were tight. So you're going to want to start off with some shorter holds and gradually work yourself up as your hip mobility improves. What makes the tactical frog so powerful is that it works your hips through their full range of motion while also opening up those deep muscles that get chronically shortened from sitting all day. Most people only move their hips forward and backward when they walk or sit, but your hip joint is designed to move in multiple directions. When you never use those full movements, the joint gets stiff and your body compensates by putting stress on your lower back instead. That's why so many people with tight hips also have chronic lower back problems and need joint pain relief. By doing the tactical frog regularly, you're essentially reminding your hip joint how it's supposed to move. You're lubricating the joint, strengthening the small stabilizer muscles around it, and teaching your body to move the way it was designed to move. After just a few weeks of doing this exercise, you'll notice that bending over feels easier, walking feels smoother, and that nagging lower back tightness starts to fade away. All right, now that we've opened up the hips with some deep stretching, it's time to shift the focus to your upper body. Thread the needle is a position that restores mobility throughout your shoulders and mid-back at the same time. Now, this exercise is great for improving posture, reducing tension in your shoulders and upper back, and increasing rotational movement throughout your spine. These are some commonly overlooked areas of the body when people are putting together a stretching routine. By targeting the thoracic spine, it helps to restore the natural movement patterns your body has lost from years of sitting in chairs and hunching over screens. If turning to check your blind spot while driving feels uncomfortable, or you've experienced tightness between your shoulder blades, thread the needle is a must-have in your routine to make you feel younger and more mobile. So let me show you how to do it. Start on all fours with your hands directly under your shoulders and knees under your hips. Keep your back in a neutral position, take one arm and reach it underneath your body, threading it through the space between your opposite arm and leg. Allow your torso to rotate as you follow your arm with your eyes. Your shoulder and the side of your head should gently rest on the ground. Hold this position for 20 to 30 seconds, feeling the stretch along your upper back and shoulder. Then reverse the movement, bringing that arm back through and reaching it up toward the ceiling, opening your chest. Follow your hand with your eyes the entire time. This rotation is what restores mobility and reduces that painful stiffness as we age. If maintaining your balance is a challenge, just widen your base a bit by spreading your knees apart for extra stability. Keep your hips level throughout the entire exercise. Avoid letting them shift to one side, as that will reduce the effectiveness of the movement. After just a couple minutes of this exercise, you're going to feel your upper back and shoulders start to really open up. But if this exercise is too challenging for you at first, you can try placing a folded towel or pillow under the shoulder that's resting on the ground to make it more comfortable. I'm pretty sure you're going to be looking forward to the fourth exercise, because it's one that dramatically improves upright posture and shoulder strength. It's especially helpful for anyone who feels that constant tension between their shoulder blades, but more on that coming up. Right now, we're at the world's greatest stretch. This is simple, but incredibly effective. At first glance, it may look like just a basic lunge stretch, but this movement provides one of the most complete mobility exercises that you can possibly do. It specifically targets your hips, hamstrings, thoracic spine, and ankles, all in one flowing motion. Now, this exercise isn't just about feeling a good stretch, it's about functionality. The world's greatest stretch mimics real-world strength movements like lunging forward, reaching, and rotating. These are the exact activities that become difficult as we age, especially if you've been dealing with hip pain or lower back pain. By practicing this stretch regularly, you're training your body to move the way it's designed to move, which dramatically reduces your risk of injury prevention and makes everyday tasks feel effortless again. So to perform this exercise, start in a standing position. Step forward into a deep lunge with your right foot, placing your hands on the ground on either side of your front foot. Drop your back knee down if you need extra stability. Now take your right hand and reach it up toward the ceiling, rotating your torso and following your hand with your eyes. Hold for 2 to 3 seconds, feeling that stretch through your hips and spine. Now here's where most people make a mistake. They rush through the movements and don't hold each position long enough. Instead, move slowly and deliberately. Bring your hand back down, then shift your hips back while straightening your front leg. You should feel a stretch in your hamstring. Hold that for a moment, then return to the lunge position and repeat on the other side. Hold each component of this movement for about 2 to 3 seconds. As you grow more flexible, you can increase the depth of the lunge or the amount of rotation in your torso. Focus on slow, deep breathing to help your muscles release and relax into the stretch. Now, if you're someone who deals with chronic back pain, stiff hips, or joints that ache every time you move, I want to tell you about something that can help. Doing these 5 exercises is great, but if you want a complete day-by-day program that restores your mobility from head to toe, that's exactly why I created Reboot Your Body. It's a simple, step-by-step 30-day program designed to help you move pain-free again so you can get down on the floor with your kids or grandkids, get up without wincing, and actually enjoy being active instead of dreading it. The link is in the description below if you want to check it out. Now that we've focused on opening up the entire body with dynamic movement, let's shift gears and dive into a movement that rebuilds proper posture and shoulder function. Wall angels are one of the most effective exercises for reversing years of damage done to your upper back and shoulders from sitting hunched over. Your upper back and shoulders are designed to move freely and maintain an upright posture. But due to modern lifestyles with long hours at desks and looking down at phones, this area becomes weak and rounded forward. When your shoulders can't move properly, your body compensates by creating tension in your neck and upper back, which leads to pain in both places. This exercise not only strengthens the muscles between your shoulder blades, but it also opens up your chest and improves your overall posture. It's particularly helpful for anyone who feels tightness between their shoulder blades, has rounded shoulders, or experiences that burning sensation at the end of the day. Look, if you've ever caught yourself slouching and had to consciously pull your shoulders back, this movement right here is essential for building the strength to maintain good posture naturally. It's also going to transfer over to all your other activities and make lifting, reaching, and carrying things so much easier and pain-free. Now, I know it looks easy, but I suggest paying close attention to the form. You're going to want to stand with your back flat against a wall, feet about 6 inches away from the baseboard. Press your lower back, upper back, and head against the wall. Raise your arms up to form a goalpost position, with your elbows bent at 90 degrees and your upper arms parallel to the ground. Now slowly slide your arms up the wall, straightening them overhead while keeping your back, shoulders, and arms pressed against that wall. This is harder than it looks. Many people can't even keep their arms touching the wall because of how tight their chest and shoulders have become. Then slowly return to the starting position, maintaining contact with the wall the entire time. Hold that top position for a breath or two, feeling the muscles between your shoulder blades working, then slowly bring your arms back to the starting position. Aim to do about 10 to 12 repetitions, and then gradually increase as your stability and control improve over time. If you can't keep your arms flat against the wall, that's okay. Just do your best and you'll see improvement week by week. Avoid rushing through this motion. Focus on slow, deliberate movements in order to maximize the effectiveness and improve your range of motion. The key is to let your shoulder blades do the moving, not your lower back. If you feel this exercise mostly in your lower back, you're probably arching too much. Keep your core engaged and focus the movement in your upper back and shoulders. When most people try to improve their mobility, they often forget that their shoulders and spine need gentle stretching that targets deep flexibility. That's why I saved puppy pose for last. This exercise is a highly effective movement that targets both your shoulders and your thoracic spine, which are 2 of the most commonly restricted areas in the human body. This is a simple yet very powerful way to improve your shoulder flexibility, reduce tension in your upper back, and increase your ability to reach overhead. These are all things that lead to living a better life with less pain and more independent living as you age. So if you struggle to reach overhead without pain, have trouble with activities like putting dishes away on high shelves, or feel stiffness deep in your shoulders, this exercise is a must. Poor shoulder mobility from years of sitting hunched over leads to compensations throughout your entire body. Puppy pose will help restore that flexibility and make reaching and lifting feel natural again. Follow closely how to do it. You're going to start on all fours with your hands directly under your shoulders and your knees under your hips. Walk your hands forward while keeping your hips directly over your knees. Lower your chest toward the ground, allowing your forehead to rest on the floor if possible. Your arms should be extended straight out in front of you. Now try to relax into the stretch with your chest sinking toward the ground. If you can't get your forehead all the way down yet, that's a sign your shoulders are very tight and you may need to place a yoga block or a cushion under your forehead to make it more comfortable. Once you're in position, hold for 20 to 30 seconds and feel the stretch in both shoulders and your upper back. Here's where the real benefit comes in. As you hold this position, focus on deep breathing. With each exhale, let your chest sink a little deeper toward the ground. Keep your hips stacked directly over your knees. That's the key to getting the stretch in your shoulders and not your lower back. You're going to want to avoid arching your lower back excessively. The goal is to feel this stretch primarily in your shoulders and upper back. Focus on keeping your core gently engaged in order to protect your spine and maximize the benefit. If you want to challenge yourself, you can try walking your hands slightly to one side to target different parts of your shoulder, or you can hold the position for up to 60 seconds as you get more comfortable. As you get more mobile, you can also try pressing your palms together in a prayer position while in the stretch to deepen the shoulder opening. All right, now's the time for me to show you how you can combine these exercises into a very quick and effective routine that you can do every single day. Up first, you're going to do the tactical frog for 3 sets, holding for 30 seconds, and rocking back and forth. Start by taking it easy and then progress to holding deeper positions. Then you're going to do thread the needle for 2 sets of 8 to 10 repetitions per side. Then over to the world's greatest stretch, and you're going to do 5 repetitions on each side, taking your time with each component of the movement. After that, we do wall angels for 2 sets of 10 to 12 repetitions. And finally, puppy pose, which you're going to hold for 30 to 45 seconds for 2 rounds. As always, be sure to take your time and breathe through each movement. This isn't a workout where you're trying to rush or break a sweat. In total, this routine takes about 15 to 20 minutes and addresses mobility in your hips, shoulders, and spine. These are the 3 areas that cause the vast majority of stiffness and pain that people experience. This routine, consistently done daily or at least 4 to 5 times per week, will yield noticeable results within just a few weeks. You'll feel looser, move easier, and that constant stiffness you've been living with will start to fade away. The key is consistency. These exercises work, but only if you actually do them regularly, and focus on proper form over speed. Share this video with a friend that you think would also find it to be helpful.